Hello, YouTube. Yeah, I'm back. Today we're going to be doing a new beginnings of another OpenTTD playthrough. This time we're using North American stuff, all sorts of it. So first things first, we're starting in 1950, which is the default start time. We're going to go look for towns because that's the easiest way to make money. I have, it's low town generation, so I have more room to put train tracks in, because every time I don't have it on low, I eventually have to just dig an unholy amount of tunnels. So, we have a mini-map. Let me go check here. We're going to want to find two that are significantly close, but with enough room for expansion. Over here, Taylor and Silver Creek seem like a good area. So just a small train station here should do the trick. What's this? I know I have a building set on. That's a suburban shop. Just never seen one of those spawn before. Got a bunch of stations on, so let me just go get I don't know. An Alderson, this'll do. 3 tracks. Plop it in right there. Just have some track going back and forth here. Let me just make sure that that's connected, yeah. Ooh, forgot to put a station over here, my bad. There's a station. I probably want to go to put the depot, I don't know. This looks like good a spot as any. Well, let's get a train moving. So we are in 1950. So we haven't unlocked 5th gen train cars yet. So we'll be stuck with 3rd, 2nd, 4th, and 1st, as well as those that came with NARS. No locomotives from any other set besides NARS. So this is a passenger route, so I'm gonna want to do something with in terms of passenger trains. I'm guessing most steam trains are gonna be a lot cheaper. I was wrong. The cheapest things we've got are a Doodlebug, 420 Norris, and a Bud RDC. RDC is actually, we're gonna go with the RDC. That seems like the best option we've got. Cheap, reliable-ish, but that's 85 miles an hour. And we just let it loose. I'm gonna group it real quick. This will be a regional passenger train. And we'll let that go back and forth. Should make us a lot of money. But we're also gonna want to take some look-sies around. What else can we connect on our network here? Stanley? Well, it'll work. More RDCs. Make sure to always send them to the depot so I can replace them when the time comes. But it's 1950 still, so not much to be worrying about in terms of replacements. Where's that other train? There, he's gonna go. Well, why don't we follow him for a little bit? This should get us some good cash. Yep, that's a profit right there. What about the other one? Alright, so they're just small commuter trains. I should have expected that. Only able to carry 40 people. But that should be able to make a profit. Well, except it didn't. Oh, wait. That might make a profit on that return trip. Might as well get another one up and running. This one will only make a 2-long platform. Because we really don't need 3 longs when the train is only 1 in the first place. No, it's 0.5 a tile. Alright, there's another RDC. Maintenance, Essex. I got a lisp. Another regional. And there he goes. Looks like the Alderson Station's tile is overlapping. But otherwise, both of our trains are making money here. This should be a relatively steady form of income. We're going to want to be able to pay off that loan as soon as possible. I think I would extend Hillsdale out to Cortland, but it does appear that there's a small soccer stadium in the way. Eh, well, such is life. Wait a minute. I could fix this. I could fix this. Like this. Anticipating the community will extend that road at some point. Alright. We'll just... Oops. Anticipating... And boom. There's the station. Now, this should not be a hard one. Boom. Depot, you're gone. So are you. Boom. 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 Wait, want to have 2 of those. Alright. Where'd you go, you little... Where did he go? Oh. He made his way all the way over to Cortland. That's funny. Alright, we'll just... Do we have enough money to buy another RDC? We do. Surprised they cost so... They're so cheap. Compare... Oh, I guess that's what they kind of were built for, to be cheap forms of getting a train. After all, it is all about profits these days. Actually, it always has been. Yeah, this should be making us a decent amount of funds. Help the community out a little. Just to construct another grade crossing. Now, it appears that by taking the... what is it called? By moving the building back, it unlapped from the crossing here. So you can see it's already making a decent amount of passengers here. Trains are moving back and forth. And there's cash rolling in. Industry-wise, I'm not seeing anything. There's a potash mine here. And what do you make? You want coal. I don't know where I'm going to get coal from. I know a coal mine, but this is a soda ash mine. Where would that stuff go? Glassworks and a chlor-alli plant? Sorry. I'm not really good at pronouncing anything. Oh, there's a coal mine here. That's something to look into there. Coal mine to the coke oven over here. Actually, let me get the tracks up. Because that's real convenient. You get lucky sometimes with your industry generations in furs. Were you on extreme, if I remember correctly? Yeah, we're on extreme because you have to build vehicles at some point. Alright. This would be a mining facility over here, so an ore station will do the trick. Boom. And since this is an unloading ore station, I'll do an ore station here too. Boom. Depot over here, so I don't have to spend as much time. Alright. Not a consultation type yet. 060, no, not a Mikado either. I like Berkshires, except we don't have funds for that. Atlantic, maybe? Close. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the consultation. Now this wants coal. We can afford some single hopper, maybe. Alright, that's enough. Because we don't have money for that. Full load because it's a coal train. Right, now it's going to roll into the station here. Load up, you know, do its job. This will just be a freight train. I don't usually name them according to their individual cargoes, because when you use furs like this, you end up with a lot of groups, and that just gets difficult. Oh, would you look at that? It's already loading. So, we'll let that sit. But, what's the problem here? You attempted to do something you weren't supposed to. Go back into the depot here. Park. Let me just set up a little reversing loop for you. And I'll use it up. Because it's a reversing loop and it has to look nice, we'll just put a little barrier thing there. You can go now. And you'll... Am I seriously gonna have to babysit you? I hate having to babysit these trains. Alright. Have a babysit device. Once you come out of the train depot, go to Hillsdale Waypoint. Back up. And figure it out. There. You're fixed now. Probably gonna move this depot over here to the waypoint location so I don't have to deal with this again. Well, now that the trains are making money, including the coal train, which is a good thing because I hate when they don't make money. Looks like the coal mine is oversupplying because it just allowed the train to pick up an entire load regardless of it not even sitting there for a minute. Lakeside over there, that might be an not an industry, a location to look at. Webster, good idea maybe. Where do potash mines send their stuff? Bulk terminals and the short, whatever they're called. Those things. They're annoying to say. Yeah, over here at Silver Creek, looks like they're building something. They built a bridge, even though there's a grade crossing over here. Oh, town's growing, though. That's a good thing. Well, because of this little Bud RDC with 10 passengers in the town of Taylor. Not much to look at. Money's being made. Trains are running. What if I don't know, an idea. Let's bring up all the trains and all the windows here. And we'll watch them all via multiple window extravaganza. Or with train 3. Actually, let's just forget about that train for a second. Let's actually go to train 5. Yeah. Big, whatever you call it, multi-window display of every train we want to see. Why don't I get some music going? We have a music player for a reason. That's good, I guess. Here, why don't I lower the volume a little bit? Alright, that'll work. Alright, that's enough of quad train roulette. And here's what we have after it. We made over 40,000 bucks. That is perfection. Well, let's ditch a little bit of that loan we've got. Because, well, the more loan we have, the more interest we have to pay. And that and the less loan, you get the image. The less loan we have, the more profit we're going to make, which then allows us to pay off more loan, which then allows us to make more profit, and so on. Here's our network view so far. Yeah, that's the company so far. Picked cream as the color because it's got like that hint of orange, but it's also kind of faded. Kind of really fits the idea. I also like the way how it contracts with the black on the signs. I wonder how many passengers are at this station. 370, oh, and counting. Well, evidently we don't have the train capacity to deal with all of these people yet, but if we increase train capacity too much, then the trains start losing money. So I'd rather have too many people at a station than too little. Agreed? That sound right? I hope so. Anyways, coal mine also has a lot of coal, but as I said before, more coal is better than less coal. Might want to replace this one with a Consolidation 2, though. Or even a Berkshire when we have the chance, because, well, 765 is good. Over here at Silver Creek, how they like me? I'm excellent. That's right. And here comes the train right now. And off he goes. So, for the beginning of the game, we do have a rather good profitable network here. With quadratic passenger growth, that's great. I can say no less about it. And here comes the coal train back. And even with the coal train picking up all this coal, it, well, still makes too much coal. I mean, there's no such thing as too much coal. Unless you're the environment, then there's too much coal. But, let's just say it's low sulfur coal, you know, Powder River coal. That good stuff. It's better than standard coal. This is a 2048 by 4096 map. So we've got plenty of industries. They're just spread out everywhere. Another 40k, so we're gonna ditch 20k of that. Every time I get 40k, I'm gonna ditch 20k of it into the loan repayment until we have no more loan to repay. I always want to keep around 20k on hand. That's my goal. Just in case we have an issue, I can correct it. Oh, looks like they just tore down the soccer stadium. Which means if I wanted to, I could, well, connect these two, but actually, we're gonna need that for future expansion, so let's just reserve that land right there. Plop that in. Oh, nope, like that. Yeah, that's good. Surely this will not backfire on me anytime later in a different episode of this series. I really do like when we have the rail crossings right next to the stations. Sometimes close enough that the signals have to be put away from the station itself. So I kind of like how it looks. So that's really what I'm gonna try and stick with, I guess. Cortland over here is steadily liking me, but it could be better. Stanley, they're very good with me. I'm still loved by Greensburg. What else do we have? Essex. Excellent. Hillsdale, I better have good. Yep, that's good. After all, they have the most train services coming in here. Some of these trains still haven't made money this year, but I'm fine with that. It's not like they're never going to make money again. Unless the coal mine closes. If this coal mine closes, then there will be consequences. Not for the coal mine, but for me, considering how many coal mines are on this map? 53 of them, and there's not a lot of them within quick train distance. You have to go closest, I think, all the way out here. Not exactly fun. So let's just head back to this area. I'm going to need to eventually get this, and this all connected. That way, eventually, I can switch to hub depots or something. Is this a cryo plant here? Yeah, that's a cryo plant. There is a torturous lack of blast furnaces, tire plants, wharf. There's only 10 of them on this entire map. That's gonna be torture. They're gonna be all the way out on the coast. Over here. Or over here. I can already hear the pain. No, not hear the pain. What am I? I can already feel the pain as it approaches from me having to, well, hunt one of those down for a bulk plants or whatever they're called. Alright, first one I'm gonna try and go for is the Stanley Greenberg line to the Silver Creek Taylor line. How much is the remaining section here gonna cost me? Within reason here. Alright, we're gonna probably below 10,000, but oh, you gotta be kidding me. ramp. I hate when you have to terraform to get your tracks over. Alright, now that we're over, we're probably going to need to put in some signals here. I'm going to use paths because they're effective when it comes to this big track here. Secondary benefit of this is because I just turned this into a path-controlled block. When the train wants to leave the station or come in to this area, it's going to pre-trigger this crossing. That doesn't affect me because there's no bus or truck services, but it's gonna... In the future, if we set up buses or trucks in this area, it's gonna, well, affect them majorly unless I put block signals in. But looking at it here, Silver Creek is probably going to remain a dead-end station. Unless I was to, over here, construct something. Stanley, on the other hand, this could turn into a drive-through station. But for now, it's just a stub. Essex? I don't know. I know how to say it, but I just really can't. That's gonna remain a stub. Hillsdale's already a drive-through. Cortland, you're gonna be a stub. These coal mine things I should probably turn into loops. I'm gonna do that now. Because you don't really have a train drive into a stub end and then drop your coal. There. And to make sure that they don't just use it as a stub end, we'll do that. There. That wasn't so hard. Alright, let me go check how much a consultation 2 costs. $52,000. Alright, I think we'll be sticking with your consultation, alright? Yeah, we'll be sticking with you. Heh, at least this isn't a Norris. This thing's... It looks weird. Pacifics or Santa Fe's, those will be... for something else. I have no idea what I'd use a 444 duplex... a 4444 duplex for. This looks like it's for high-speed passenger service, but I don't think anybody's going to use it for that. Well, that would be its intended use, but I don't think anyone's going to invest in that because by the time that's available... By the time the duplex pops in, your EMT E3s and FTs are going to be spawning in. And then you can just steal those for your passenger service. Specifically the E3, because E-Series is... You could probably say the E stands for elegant in terms of streamlined passenger service. Yet, a lot of freight companies used... Well, not a freight company. A lot of railroads did use the FTs and the F-Series for their passenger trains. Even later on with the 7s and the 9s, they had FP7s and FP9s that had an added steam boiler for, well, passenger service with older rolling stock. That was before they came up with head and power, if I remember correctly. Head and power would be supplied by the ubiquitous Amtrak F40PH. Who knows how many of those are out there still. But those things, they're pretty much famous. They had an event named after them, the F40 Friday. Because, well, they were kind of awesome. The Genesis series never got a day named after them, though. Like, they never got really anything special, because they're not really that special. I mean, like, they're better than the F40s in terms of horsepower, and I guess they're, because they're the replacements, they're supposed to be better, but they didn't really get any, like, super special attention. Though they are getting some new paint now that the Chargers are going to be replacing them. But I suppose that is just how lifespans work. For the 40K, let's drop. Now we're only down to half of our loan here. Well, I know what'll happen when the Chargers are gone. We're going to have SC44 Saturday. I mean, I think the trains that got the most attention in the world are the steam engines, just because so many people liked them. Well, I doubt the crews liked them that much, because it gets hot in there, and they're not really fully enclosed cabs like a electric engine or a diesel locomotive has. But they're well loved among rail fans, even though they may not be the most comfortable to operate. But yeah, like, you can just, with all the fun fact that you might not know, that while we mostly associate, like, thick black smoke coming out of steam engines, if that's actually what's coming out of a steam engine, it means it's not a properly fired steam engine. They're not working it correctly. In fact, a lot of steam engines were made to burn oil later, because when you're running diesels, you got oil. So why not just make it so it's easier instead of having to go get coal? But yeah, it seems great. But yeah, few trains that didn't get attention were I at least haven't heard of anybody, like, paying much attention to box cabs. Partially because they were so early on, and then they got removed because dieselization and steams were better. I forget what they're called, the T-motor, maybe? Let me see if it's in the game. Alright, it doesn't look like it's in the... Let me switch to none here. They're built around 1903, I think. It doesn't look like they're here. But these, whatever you call them. Ah, would you look at that? Oh yeah, we don't have GPs or SDs yet, because it's not 1953 yet. But those, box cabs, the T-motor, I think they were called, or maybe they're S-motors now. But whatever they were built in 1903, the first one at least. And then they served on for years in New York's electrified territory. As in, like, they were operating as late as the 1960s, if I remember. Crazy. How something can survive that long in active service. Let's take a look at profits here. Looks like we had a pretty good start, but now that we're approaching 1953, we're going a bit down. Value, we're on the up and up. Income, pretty much the same as operating profit. Performance history, we went up and then we're down. Cargo payment rates, just too much to handle. But what's that? Coke? No, it's not Coke. Glass? No. That's gotta be... I don't know. Probably something that goes to town. Passengers? No, they're the lowest. Coal, no. Ferrochrome, no. Pig iron. What could that be that it doesn't lose as much? Engineering? No. Ah, we got a new airplane coming in. Carbon black? Huh. I was expecting it to be something other than that, but if that stuff's actually valuable and like really valuable in real life, I would assume that's why it's so good to ship. Anyways, I think that just about does it. Really, actually, I'm gonna wait till it gets to the next 40k to ditch, and then I think I'll end this episode. But yeah, I think we can really call it. Alright. Yeah, we'll just enjoy watching this train go around. By the way, vehicles never expire and airports never expire on, so we could, if I forget about this train here and we have enough money for auto replace, we could have a 280 consolidation operating well into 2058 or whatever. Alright, we got the money, so we're just gonna ditch. We're down to 60,000 loan. Actually, I'm just gonna let us stay for a while. We can keep waiting until the loan is fully paid off. Those RDCs are just killing it. The coal train sure is helping too. That does make me wonder, how much coal is that coal mine producing now? That probably increased its station rating by just collecting all this coal and shipping it back to the coke plant. What's this place make anyway? Coke, coal tar, and sulfur. Where's the tar go? I think that goes to the carbon black. Yeah, that goes to carbon black, which goes to the tire plant. Wait, coke oven goes to the tire plant, so two things from the coke oven go to a tire plant. So we could probably, if we find a tire plant, we could ship a lot of stuff to it. At least, but one product would have to go through another industry before we can do so. But that's a job I think we can handle. But it might require us to build some heavy-duty trackage once the Jeep 9s come out. Jeeps. Jeeps. Yeah, they're probably called Jeeps sometimes. Considering the 9s and the 7s, those things were... They brought a new age upon railroading in the U.S. Now, whether that was for bad or good, I'm gonna go with good. They really changed how we looked at railroading. I am noticing something, I think. I think every time like that cymbal hits in the background, maybe it's a drum, the train's wheels were turning in sync with that. I have heard rumors, they may not be true, but they may be, I'm hoping they are, that they are going to add diagonal grade crosses to the game. That way I won't have to either build bridges or have to quickly divert the tracks, because having to make quick turns inside like a grid-based city, that's hard to do. I do forget how to make it so the town doesn't build roads on its own. Like, if you lay out a grid, how wide the grid has to be before, or the town, well, how small the roads have to be close, how close the roads have to be together, or else the town will start building roads inside the grid, which is not something I want the town to do. GP9 should be coming out soon. Let's see if they're here yet. I might get a notification, I might not. Alright. Nope. No GP9s yet. But it shouldn't be long. We're just 20k away from paying off the loans completely. And then I'll pretty much have free reign over whatever I want to do. Alright, what does that report? They're building a new potash mine. Cortland now accepts vehicles. Huh. Well, good thing we aren't even building any vehicles yet. But good to know, because there will be a time when I ship products to be built into vehicles, and then Cortland can have them. Don't know why they'd want them, though. They don't really have a car dealership or anything to... Not really a big road network either. You could probably walk to wherever you want to go in Cortland. Besides, they're really only connected to one area. Where's Cortland? Where's Cortland again? You're the Cortland train, yeah. You go to Hillsdale. I stand corrected. Hillsdale is a transfer station, so it can go to somewhere else, too. Forget where, though. Not really my problem, though. Alright, looks like we're approaching that time when we can finally pay off all these loans. We'll do it by 1953. Well, I hope we can do it by 1953. If we have to go into 1954 for this stuff. Whoa. Don't know notice of the GP series unlocking. I hear it can subtract or add a few years sometimes. But I really would like to have those because, in terms of freight service, these steam engines should be replaced eventually. And having freight locomotives, preferably pre-SD40E-2, because we have those, we're going to be really late. Yeah, we're just a little bit shy. Oh, never mind. Bonk. All loans paid off. Alright, I think that actually does it, so, next time, I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do. Probably get, the Newcastle line connected to over here to the Essex line, and then the Essex line should get connected to the Stanley line via bridge. Because there's no way I'm plowing through these guys' houses yet. That looks like it would head there. Then I can make a right turn here, pop over this, connect in. Alright, I'll see you guys next time, whenever that is.